In a moment that no one saw coming, silence fell and confusion spread when Jin of BTS abruptly walked out, leaving Jungkook behind in what can only be described as a scene filled with unanswered questions. Why did Jin leave so suddenly? Why was Jungkook left standing alone, visibly unsettled, with the eyes of everyone fixed on him? And what exactly happened within those crucial 14 minutes that has shaken ARMY across the world? The event unfolded without warning. Witnesses reported that one moment Jin was present, calm, and interacting as expected, and the next, he disappeared. His sudden departure not only creating visible tension but also igniting a storm of speculation among fans and observers. The shocking timing, paired with Jungkook's solitary presence, has made the situation more than just an isolated incident. It has become a point of global conversation. Observers describe the atmosphere as intense and emotionally charged. Jungkook, who has often been seen as the youngest yet most resilient figure within BTS, appeared momentarily vulnerable, left to face the crowd without the Hyung who is usually known for his steady and comforting presence. For ARMY, the image of Jungkook standing alone is more than symbolic. It represents uncertainty, a break in the expected unity, and the beginning of endless questions that demand answers. The shock lies not merely in Jin's departure, but in the manner in which it happened. There was no announcement, no preparation, and no visible sign of distress before the incident. This sudden shift from normalcy to disruption has fueled speculation. Was this a personal decision by Jin, a response to something urgent, or an intentional move orchestrated behind the scenes? Every possibility feels as plausible as it is unsettling, and the lack of explanation leaves space for interpretation that continues to divide opinions. For ARMY, the emotional weight of the moment is profound. Social platforms erupted almost instantly, with fans expressing disbelief, frustration, and deep concern. Many pointed to the look on Jungkook's face as the most telling detail of all, a look that conveyed confusion, sadness, and perhaps even betrayal. Could there have been tension between the two? Or was Jungkook himself caught off guard just as much as the audience? The absence of clarity only deepens the sense of urgency for answers. The magnitude of this event cannot be understated. Jin and Jungkook represent two powerful dynamics within BTS. Jin, the eldest, often serving as the protective figure. Jungkook, the youngest, embodying the energy and vulnerability of youth. To see this balance disrupted so abruptly raises questions not only about their relationship in that moment, but also about what it might signal for future appearances and interactions. ARMY, known for its analytical attention to every detail, has already begun dissecting body language, facial expressions, and timelines to uncover hidden meanings. What intensifies the tension is the timing. 14 minutes ago is not just a headline. It is the exact frame that makes the shock more immediate. The recency of the event suggests rawness, unpredictability, and unresolved chaos. Unlike incidents of the past that are analyzed with hindsight, this moment is still unfolding, still alive, and still demanding real-time reactions. That immediacy amplifies the gravity of the situation and places ARMY in a state of collective anticipation. Behind the visible moment lies a deeper question. Why was Jungkook left alone? For a group built on unity, harmony, and mutual support, the image of isolation is the last thing fans expected. The absence of Jin by Jungkook's side feels symbolic, almost like a crack in the foundation. Was it simply coincidence, or does it reflect something far more complex happening behind closed doors? The ambiguity is precisely what makes this incident so compelling and so disturbing. Analysts have highlighted the psychological impact such a scene can have, not only on fans but also on the members themselves. Jungkook's silence in that moment, combined with the evident tension in his demeanor, opens a window into vulnerability rarely shown in public. Fans are left to question whether his reaction was purely situational or whether it reflected deeper emotional strain that has been building quietly over time. The fact that it unfolded in front of so many witnesses only adds to the gravity of the moment. The global resonance of this event is undeniable. Within minutes, the shock spread across continents, proving once again the scale of BTS's influence. Every action, every absence, every glance is magnified under the microscope of public attention. Jin's sudden disappearance and Jungkook's solitary stance are now more than personal. They are global narratives, shaping discourse in real time and fueling speculation that shows no sign of slowing down. IT is not just about what happened, it is about what it means. Did Jin leave because of a sudden emotional trigger? Was there pressure building backstage that erupted in this unexpected walkout? Did Jungkook know it was coming, or was he left as blindsided as the audience? Each question branches into more questions, none of which have answers yet. The absence of explanation is not a silence, it is a roar, echoing in every fan forum and news outlet around the world. What complicates matters further is the history of the two figures involved. Jin and Jungkook have often been portrayed as close, sharing moments of warmth and support that resonate deeply with fans. To see this dynamic fractured, even temporarily, leaves a wound that feels both personal and public. The stark contrast between those past images and the present reality is part of why the shock feels so severe. It is not merely the act of leaving, it is the breaking of expectations, the disruption of what has always been seen as unshakable, and the absence of official explanations. Speculation has become the dominant currency. Some argue it may have been a health-related concern, others suggest emotional overwhelm, and still others whisper about unseen conflicts. Yet every theory, no matter how rational or wild, shares one common root: the sense that something significant occurred in those 14 minutes, something too real to dismiss and too visible to ignore. The unanswered nature of it keeps the tension alive, transforming the moment into an unfolding drama. For ARMY, the sense of shock is compounded by the helplessness of watching but not knowing. Fans are used to analyzing, interpreting, and even predicting group dynamics, but this moment resists easy categorization. It was raw, it was sudden, and it was real. The absence of closure means that for now, the only certainty is uncertainty. And that uncertainty is what makes the moment unforgettable, a scene etched into the collective memory of millions. This was not just a departure. This was not just an isolated incident. This was a rupture in the expected narrative of BTS's unity, a disruption that leaves more questions than answers. Jin's sudden exit and Jungkook's solitary figure stand as symbols of something bigger, something yet to be explained, something that demands attention, and something that ARMY will not forget. The world is left waiting, watching, and asking, what truly happened 14 minutes ago?